Hi, my name is Chris Brown. I am 39 years young. I work in construction. I'm single. I have no kids and I've never been married. My family is my twin brother. That's right, I'm a twin. We're fraternal though, very much different. I have a little brother who is 17 years younger than me, my stepfather, and that's basically my family that lives here in this area. Do I have any awards or titles? Well, I have the title of being a local legend. How obsessed am I with fishing? I've been fishing as much as I can on the water, as many hours as I can put in since I was a little kid. I'm addicted to fishing. I strive to be the best. I strive to keep learning. When I go fishing, it's putting myself in a whole new environment and I become one with nature. When they say fishing fool, you're looking at the number one fishing fool. I am obsessed. To name every fish I caught would take a long time, but I have done it all. I've been down to Mexico, caught marlin, sailfish, parrotfish, dorado, salmon, steelhead, bass, catfish, sturgeon, halibut, sharks, stingrays, anything that swims on this continent I've basically fished for, and some tropical fish as well. Whenever I go on vacation, even as a little kid, I would go on vacation with my parents and I would be the one looking and researching before we'd go to find out what I'm going to do to fish when I'm there. I fish for it all and I love fishing. I fly fish, bait fish, lure fish, bait casters, spinning rods, deep sea, blue water, green water, muddy water, ponds, lakes, creeks, you name it, streams, I do it all. I love fishing. What kind of fishing gives me difficulty? I'm sitting here trying to think about this and I can't say that anything I'm not going to overcome. As far as fishing goes, I'm a born fisherman. I mean, you put me in an environment and tell me to go learn how to do something new, I'm going to do it and do my best. And I can't say that any one type of fishing has given me difficulty. I'm a natural. This right here would be my weapon of choice. This is an 8'6" bait caster. It's a river drift fishing rod. I use a bait casting reel, 10-pound Maxima, Loomis rod, Shimano reel. This right here, I can catch anything with this. With this, I am a deadly weapon on the river. If this doesn't work, then I go to plan B, the spinning rod, 9'6", carbon fiber handle, super light, super strong. I've caught salmon over 30 pounds on this rod and reel right here. Braided line, the whole works. So with these two weapons, I am unstoppable. Oh, how adventurous and fun am I and my outrageous stories? Well, whenever the rain hits, because I'm timing my fish with the rains and the rise of the river, and that brings them up from the ocean, I'll get in my truck, hook my boat up, drive 4 hours north, dump the boat into a river that I may have not even fished before, and drift 10 miles. And sometimes it gets a little crazy. Sometimes we don't have it worked out for a shuttle, and I've had to hitchhike my way back up. One time I was on the Trinity River, my shuttle didn't show up, we fished till dark, we had an amazing day of fishing, started getting cold at dark, I got out, my truck's not at the bottom. So I start hitchhiking, nobody's coming. Well, lo and behold, a cop pulls over, asks me why I'm hitchhiking on a highway, and I explained to him the story. He puts me in his cruiser, drives me up the river to my truck, which was on a rock bed, takes his police cruiser across the rock bed, drops me off, gives me his phone number. I take him fishing 2 days later. What is my fishing background? My fishing background is I started off fishing the rivers and streams in California for the anadromous fish, which means fish that live in the ocean, spawn in fresh water, then go back to the ocean. Steelhead, salmon. After doing that for several years and getting better and better, I got a job in Alaska as a guide. I guided on the Kenai River for the king salmon and the rainbow trout there. Then I came back to California and ran guided trips here and just became better and better and better each year as I branched out and learned more and more. So my fishing background is mainly river fishing. Although I have fished the lakes quite a bit, I fished the ocean for salmon, I fished the bay for sharks, halibut, rays, sea bass, striped bass. My fishing background is freshwater, brackish saltwater, blue water. Done it all. What skills do I have that make me adaptable? I am the best at river fishing. I am the best at changing it up to make it work. I'm a great problem solver, and I've had to overcome so much in my life that translates when I do the things that I love, like fishing. So I have the skills to become one with any environment and to figure out what it is I'm doing and adapt myself very quickly to be a success. And I'm going to win this competition because of that. How excited am I to take on these challenges? I'm extremely excited. I'm going to showcase my skills. I'm going to dominate these competitions. And I am going to show who the real top hooker is. And that's a guy from Northern California right here, Chris Brown. Culture and fishing community. The steelhead culture is a very tight-knit group. I worked at Outdoor Pro Shop. I became well known working there. Then I've taught a lot of people how to steelhead fish, and I have a group of friends that all do it all throughout the state, so we can call each other at any time and say this is happening there, or get up here right now, or I caught this yesterday, and we brag to each other. And it's a very, very tight culture. It's a very close-knit deal. It's just a community of guys that love to chase these trophy fish that we have here. Why should I be the next top hooker? Because I am the best fisherman around. My skill set is unmatched. I have a great personality. I put it all out there. I'll adapt to any situation. I'm extremely competitive. I'm a leader in life. Everything I do to be on top and be number one. And this show is going to showcase why I already am a top hooker. America will root for me because I am fun. I'm funny. I've got a lot of character and personality. You either love me or hate me, but you're going to respect what I do with a rod and reel. America is going to want Chris Brown to be the number one top hooker, and America will know as soon as I start competing that I'm there seriously to do business and show that I am a top hooker. I'm fun, I'm funny, I'll mess with people, I'll get inside people's heads. I will make the competition more competitive than it's ever been. When I go fishing and get on the water, I feel like I let things go. I forget about city life and country life. I forget about working. My whole mindset changes just being out there. When I hook a fish or when I get that bite and my heart starts to race, the feeling is indescribable. It still makes me feel as excited as the first time I went fishing and caught one. And when I know that he's there and I got the big fish and I fooled that fish, I feel a sense of accomplishment that I can't even describe. The feelings I get when I compete, I feel like I put myself into competition mode and I get very competitive and I'm there to win. And when I start competing, something clicks in me that tells me win, 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 do your best, and nobody will be able to beat you. I've got a group of guys I like to fish with. My friends Tim Wong, he's a captain on a boat. We've been fishing together for years, and we always have a lot of fun when we make a good team. My other friend Jeff, because he's a character, he's always upset when we go out there, and I'm always playing the role of mediator between him and everybody he's raging with on the river or the ocean. I have quite a few friends. I've actually got some older friends that I like to take fishing just because of the satisfaction they get out of it and because they recognize the skill set that I bring when I take them fishing. The best competitor to compete with for me is a guy who's good at what he does because I can show him that I'm better and it makes me look even better competing against somebody like that. Or a woman, guy or woman, because there's some very good women fishermen out there too. But, the best competitor for you to compete against is me. Because if you can beat me, you know you are a serious fisherman. My frustrations with the sport of fishing right now is some of the mismanagement that's going on, especially where I live. The water management is really bad in California. It's very frustrating because it makes our populations of fish rise and fall at an unnatural level. And some of the people that think that going out and trolling a lure in the ocean and catching something in a competition that way makes them a good fisherman. That's not what a good fisherman is. A good fisherman is somebody that goes out and outthinks these fish and outworks them and thinks like a fish and becomes a top angler and top hooker. Yeah, I have pet peeves with fishing and people. I can't stand these scissor bills that are always getting in my way, doing things that have no etiquette, casting over my line when I'm pulling plugs down the river, just getting in my way at the boat ramp. I think that, that 90-10% rule definitely sticks, and those 90%ers just need to stay out of my way. A thrill seeker? Yes, I am. But the thrills I seek are the thrills of catching a trophy fish in an environment that's not easy to do it in, because then I have a sense of accomplishment, and that's what I always strive for. Afraid of heights? No, I'm not afraid of anything. Am I a swimmer? Of course I'm a swimmer. I'm a top swimmer. Everything I do, I'm good at.
Hey, you want to know who the top hooker is? Top hooker is Chris Brown.